she just starts crying harder.
There's not much I could say that could comfort anything, other than I'm here for you if you need it. I'm here for you. If nothing else than a shoulder to cry on.
Yeah, she starts crying into your shoulder, and over the sound of her crying, she's like, "Well, Alon, there's one thing that you could depression while
Sorry.
I'm sick."
I'm sorry.
Breathe. Go back into character.
I'm laughing because I can't applaud. It was outstanding. I really liked it.
Alas, what can I do?
She whispers something, but you don't catch what it is.
Well, intelligent or unintelligible words coming out of her. She's inconsolable. He'll just keep holding her. She seems like she needs more of a hug right now than anything else, so.
I'm sorry, I'm searching through my music right now. I cannot find the track that I want. I'm sorry.
I just thought you wanted to really contemplate what was going on.
No, I'm sorry.
Yeah, I'm waiting for either the dark, ominous music to go across and, Alan to kind of look down and see a gaping hole in his side and kind of go, well, great.
Yeah, well, the long pause sort of spoiled it. But she says, so she was crying, says there's one thing you can do, and then she says, "You can die," and then she pulls out a vibroblade and tries to stab you.
Why? I told you not to go away. I told you not to be in that room.
No, you did.
I put it in the chat. I said trap.
That's out of character.
It's a frap. It's my hat.
Purposely out of character to Barry. Pick yourself
Yeah.
out.
That line was also straight from what Bazak wrote in there.
Yeah, the only thing is Alon doesn't see the TeamSpeak chat. He can't see that. Sorry, guys. It's like everybody knew it was a trap. I knew it was a trap. Alon, however... The woman's crying. What's he gonna do?
She sent the stupid droid out. Come on.
Yes!
Not me.
Why?
Guess I'm the only idiot that had no idea it was a trap. I thought you were just being silly.
No.
No, if
All right,
everyone gets sent out of the room, and they're not incapacitated on a bed like the Admiral. It's automatically a trap.
Even the droid was sent out. That's definitely a trap.
Yeah.
They're always thinking the best of everybody. They're
Uh,
all vile, backstabbing, murdering liars.
And well, also she's already suspicious because she looks exactly like Allura, so she was already suspicious.
Yep. Now, do you want me to roll Dex to dodge or initiative, or is it
No,
just straight
you
against
just
Bezak just got
flat-footed?
back.
Well, I was just gonna say you take damage unless you really want to try to
No,
roll.
he got stabbed. He has no
Yeah,
idea.
that would be straight up
Bullet.
stab.
Make him pay for being not so aware of his surroundings.
Okay, you take 8 damage.
Ow.
Okay, now you can roll for initiative. Oh wait, I need to open the little thingy.
Too bad you turned your comms off, Elon.
Yeah, Aelon.
We're all just taking a nice stroll back because there's nothing to
I'm
do.
sure there's nothing going on. I'm sure they just need time to work out their differences.
Yeah, we're just
Oh,
like
yeah.
slow walking back.
We want to give you plenty of time.
But that's okay. Alright, stabbed, take 8 damage. Okay, Aelon will then jump up and, well, as soon as I get a token to start messing with turn orders and such.
You guys are fighting on planet.
No, above the planet, in orbit.
Yeah.
This is
You
on the
both got up in
balcony.
spacesuits and are like in orbit.
Oh, I
right
just
next to
both
each
put
other.
you in the map layer, didn't I?
Yeah, I can't click on that.
Okay, so you're
Alright.
first.
Okay. Since she decided to attack me and whatnot, he will stand up and draw his weapon and fire. Of course, because that's about all he can do.
So a crying woman stabs him, he immediately stands up and shoots her. Okay.
Yeah,
what?
sharp stabbing pain in his side.
Okay, roll your attack.
Brought your dice
Howie?
today.
Okay, yeah, you shoot her like right in the left shoulder as you get up and spin out of the chair, and she screams, "Ah!" And she gets blasted.
And then after that, he'll say, "Alright, surrender now, and I will go easy on you and won't kill you."
And she crouches down. Oh, well, she sort of got a little bit knocked to the ground by that blast, so she like slashes her vibroblade at your knees.
Yeah, she can try.
Okay, it's your turn.
Lass, are you really gonna do this? Stand down now. And he takes the rest of his whole turn as a full aim action. He's not going to pull the trigger, but any bonuses that might happen on the next one would be cool, but if not, he's just staring her down pretty much.
Okay, she like jumps back to her feet, and as she does, she tries to like slice you on the stomach as she jumps back. your turn.
She's not standing down. Okay. Aelin will fire. Full take aim and fire. Let's see what happens. I'm not sure if that would actually hit her or not.
Do you get bonuses for aiming or anything?
I put in one. I forgot how much.
Oh, yeah, you only got a 2.
Yeah, that's.
Yeah, so you miss.
Okay. He's still trying to give her warning shots, so to say.
So she like leans to the side to dodge it, and she laughs, and then tries to like slash at your arm that you're holding the gun in.
It's really good damage rolls. Yeah, no, though, she's not hitting me today.
Okay, your turn.
Alright, I aim and fire. And that one was aimed, so she does go down on the condition track.
Okay, and it gets extra damage.
Oh yeah, that's right, it does, since it was aimed. Ew.
So 23 damage. Okay, you shoot her again and it hits her in the chest, and she falls over onto her back and lays motionless.
Alright. In that case, first thing I do is knock the knife away, make sure she's okay, check her pulse, and then I'll put comms on and see if I can't get in touch with the rest of the party.
Okay, roll treat injury.
Okay, to check her pulse?
Yeah.
Oogie.
She doesn't have a pulse.
She attacked me. And if I can keep my push to talk button from being activated while I got the chat window open. Alright, crew, listen up. Emma decided to attack me. I've got a knife wound in me, not much, but she's currently down and in our apartments. Get her ASAP if you can.
I hear and I start double timing it. Back to our room.
After a moment of shock, I'll join that.
I have my sword out and I'm running.
Kaz is still just strolling along, walking like he's pushing a shopping cart, except it's a droid that's floating, whistling.
You almost local time.
It's like 9:30, 10-ish in the morning. Okay, so all of you get there, and in the what has Aelin done while they're arriving? Anything?
He's not moved from his position. He's just trying to make sure she's got a pulse and whatnot.
Okay, so all of you arrive, except for Picasso, because he's a little bit behind you all.
I immediately go through the room to see if there's anything else, any adversaries or anything hidden.
Okay, roll perception.
Can I also tag Kalani to help me?
Yeah, Kalani can roll perception too.
Because I know so much.
No, you don't. Yeah, Alexa, when you walk in, you just are like shocked by Emma just like standing there, laying there on the ground with Aelon next to her, and that's what takes your attention. And Kalani, you look and you can also like you see the vibro blade that Aelon kicked out of her hand, like laying further around. You also notice that there's like a spilled glass of juice underneath the table, and one of the chairs is knocked on the ground. That's about all you notice out of place.
What happened?
And Elon, in a quick motion, opens up his coat where she stabbed him and said, "She stabbed me and then tried to kill me."
I'll rush over and try to look over their injuries.
Take care of her first. She took the brunt of it.
Her? She tried to kill you.
Is she
And
dead?
if she dies, then there's no real evidence that we can glean from it.
Do you know why she tried to attack you?
Nope. That's why I want her to be alive.
Where's the droid?
I sent him out of the room. She wanted some peace and quiet. Trusting a woman was not exactly something I should have done today.
Kalani, who are you rolling trade injury on?
Her apparently.
On Emma?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you want me to assist you?
That's a bit late. The roll's already been made.
Do you have to do that first?
Usually.
Yeah, I guess technically. Yeah, so Kalani, you go over to look at Emma.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, you see that she's not breathing and that she doesn't have a pulse. And she has a giant laser blast wound to her chest and one to her shoulder as well.
Well.
I gave her ample time to stand down, but she didn't.
I am not sure what to do right now because
You
is there
didn't say
anything that I can do?
You didn't say she's dead. You said she has no pulse and she's not breathing.
That
Well, I mean, those are the signs of death that you see visibly.
Yeah, but you can resuscitate from.
No, that's just unresponsive. That's what happens. Like if you have cardiac arrest, your heart stops beating, or it goes arrhythmic, in which case you can't get a pulse anyway, and you stop breathing, but you're not dead. So what I'm asking for is clear. Are you saying she's dead, or are you specifically not saying she's dead?
She's dead.
Okay. Then I'm gonna have a look at Alon's wounds.
Well, then this is a mess.
Oh,
I
yeah.
left
Go ahead.
I left my droid in the room with Barry, with Kaz, because something the Admiral said rubbed me the wrong way, but it didn't respond the moment we left.
Do I come in right
I
then?
want to.
Sure.
So you see me come in pushing a floating droid?
I look at droid. I look at Kaz. Well, given what happened, I'm glad it was you, but was that really necessary?
I just need to charge it.
I shake my head and give him this sort of like, you're really untrustworthy kind of look, and go back to Ayland.
Whatever the kill equivalent of sticking your tongue out is. As he rolls the droid over to charge it up.
Never mind these dead bodies. We got a droid to charge.
Well, can I propose something a little radical?
Go for it.
Let's leave now. Just disappear. I mean, we've already been called to Ventolin. Obviously, somebody wants our help. And I don't want to explain it to the Admiral why his wife is dead. And given what we were told in the meeting...
I don't even know why is... What? Why would she attack you?
Apparently, she didn't take my warning seriously.
Kalani, search her. Maybe there's a note or a comlink or something.
Did she say anything to you?
Now die. Other than that, she wanted to know a little bit of Alora, and that was about it.
This is so messed up.
Dell's looking for cameras in the room.
If we leave right away,
Okay,
we're just
you can
gonna
roll
look
perception.
A, suspicious, and B, have a bounty on our heads.
Yeah, we don't need the Republic and the Sith looking for us.
It's just so odd considering that she's the one that went to the Admiral to rescue us in the first place. And now she's trying to kill you?
Well, I don't think she's trying very hard anymore.
I'm concerned about Aelin's stab wound. Can I do something about that while this discussion's happening?
Yeah, you can roll treat injury. Do you want to try to have Kalani help you?
What's Kalani? What are you doing? Are you busy doing something?
There was the suggestion that I search her body, but I haven't
Oh, yeah,
done
that's
that
right.
yet.
Yeah, no, that's okay. You can handle this.
Dell's gonna
Yeah,
go
you
talk
can
to
roll
DH5
perception
Alpha.
to search her body.
What? People talking. at
Kalani
the
can
same
roll
time.
perception to search her body, and John, you can roll treat injury on Ayland. Yeah, John, so you can, you managed to patch him back up with a med pack. I'm assuming if that's what you wanted to do.
Yeah.
Okay.
This is why I always ask Lonnie to look for things.
Yes.
Yeah, so Kalani, you find Republic ID and a data pad and like some credits and other personal effects, and you also find like a comlink.
Is there anything we should check on the comlink or datapad?
I asked Kalani, can I have the data pad?
I'll hand that over.
And I pass it to Dirk. See if you can find-
Wait, Dirk's here? What?
Yeah, Dirk is there. He went with you
Where
all
was
to
Dirk
the
during all
admiral.
this? You know, he went to the admiral.
Yeah, how,
Yeah.
how freaked out is he right now?
Look, we should probably
He's just, like,
stop
staring at the dead
touching
body.
evidence if we're trying to not look really guilty.
Honestly, really, given everything that's
Yeah.
happened, we are always blamed as soon as something happens. It doesn't matter.
Dell's gonna go look for DH5 Alpha.
We have the wife of an admiral right here, laying dead in our room. No witnesses, no camera feed. Guess what? We're guilty.
A dead body's an object, right?
Technically,
but-
yeah.
No.
Okay, Dirk looks at the data pad, and at some point later on, he just says, "This just looks like a Republic. Just has Republic engineering stuff from the trepidation.
No
of it.
journals or anything.
Not that I see." Okay, if you go into the other room, you can find the droid.
DH5 Alpha?
Yes.
Did you happen to overhear anything in the conversation that happened in the other room?
Elon did not tell him not to record anything or not to surveillance anything, so it would be completely up to his choice. He just said go away.
Make a luck roll.
No, that'd be you. You're the one wanting that information.
I did not overhear the conversation. I did record all the sounds in that room, though.
Wait, how do you not overhear a conversation if you recorded all the sounds?
It depends on your definition of overhear.
You mean you weren't paying attention to it? Or listening to the recorded data? But the point, you captured it all, so you can play it back, right?
Affirmative.
Well, why don't you come into the other room and play it for everybody?
He walks into the other room and starts playing back the conversation.
Looks like DH5 Alpha caught the whole thing on his recording.
Oh, that's something.
Also, my designation is not DH5 Alpha. It is B0B.
What?
Well, thank you.
Bob?
Affirmative.
You named it Bob? Looking at Picard.
What do you mean named? That was always his name. Because looks side to side shiftedly. Well, his eyes move side to side shiftedly.
Look, so since so like on the part of the recording where like the fighting starts, like what exactly is on the recording?
Yeah, so you you just hear, like, at that part of the conversation, you hear crying. And then you just, like, hear some unintelligible stuff. And then you hear Emma saying die. And then you hear, like, a blade stabbing sound. And then you hear, like, blaster fire going off. And then a body falling to the ground. And you also, I mean, you can hear what Aelon said.
Oh, good. So it has her saying die on it. All right, that should be good enough evidence. I think we should report this. The sooner we report it, the less suspicious we'll seem.
And his attempts to have her surrender.
Yeah, I mean, it's not completely my decision, but I think that's what we should do.
Because, have you fixed the droid yet?
I think the rules for charging a droid probably takes like an hour for it to fully charge. So I just point to the plug that it's plugged into.
John.
I tell Bob to stop recording for the moment. And Then I say, we have two options. We do this the legitimate way, or we make the body disappear. But the choice has to be made now.
This is the Admiral's wife. I still don't understand why she would attack, but you can't.
Yes, I would like to know that too, but she's dead.
Look, I have a contract with the Republic. This is going. I don't want to lose it. Kalani's a Jedi. This is going to look very bad for us if we can't prove that this was all her fault.
And the recording was, and we weren't even in the room when it happened, so if we report it now, there's nothing that they can charge any of us with except for Aelon potentially, but with the recording, I doubt that.
I asked the droid to tell me specifically what parts of it might not be legal.
What?
Basically, it's weapon systems.
Okay. Are they like integrated weapon systems, or can they be replaced with like a handheld gun?
It has a handheld gun, but it has hidden retractable, like serrated vibroblades in its hands.
Are serrated vibroblades in and of themselves illegal?
Basically,
They know.
like the hidden, concealed layout part of the combat-ish nature of that is illegal on some worlds. Although he doesn't know for sure if it's illegal on this world or not.
I wish to look that up.
They know where we got the droid. It's not like presenting it's going to make a mark against us. They know we have these droids.
True, I just don't want. Maybe they try to take the droid away or something. I just want to clear that up before things really badly happen.
Further complications. Yay.
Yeah, Dell's gonna find like a and emergency services since people are taking too long to do things.
But yeah, I
And then
want to
Bob
look at the
just says-
legality of that on this planet in particular.
Why don't you just download this recording to your datapad?
Because they'll want the source to make sure it's not tampered with or anything.
We should make copies of it anyway.
Well, the
I'll
less,
take the data.
the less we mess with Bob in between now and when they get to look at him, the better.
I take the data pad from Dirk and give it back to Kalani to replace on the body.
Okay. So who is Dell calling?
I don't know if there's like emergency services or like security.
Yeah, there is.
Mhm.
Okay, so what exactly do you want to tell them?
Well, I'm assuming they like answer and pick up on the comms.
They do.
Yeah, what did they say?
They say, "What's your emergency?"
Yeah, I'd like to report an attack that happened in our quarters.
An attack?
Yeah, most of us were gone. Someone came in and attacked one of our members. We have a recording of the incident, but he fought back, and the assailant's dead.
Is anyone hurt and needs medical attention?
One was the member of our party who was in the room was injured, but one of our people that started looking at him, he got hit with a vibroblade, but it doesn't look to be too serious.
Do you need us to dispatch medical personnel?
I don't think
might
that.
as well.
Yeah, you might as well just to double check.
And the assailant is deceased?
Yes.
Would you classify this as a non-urgent emergency then?
Well, other than the evidence, and I thought that it should be reported right away so that you can get security personnel here. But there is the emergence. There is not an immediate danger now.
Okay, we're dispatching 2 investigatory droids to file the evidence, and along with a medic.
Thank you. And Dell's gonna
Yeah.
sit.
You realize that leaving out who the victim is, they're not. This is going to sound very strange.
So,
Just
quick question to the GM: what would I have to roll for finding out the laws of this planet?
Bureaucracy.
I
Knowledge,
asked someone
bureaucracy.
who might possibly have that skill for help. Does anyone know anything
Wait,
about
is that a thing? Yeah,
legal
that's a
stuff?
thing.
Bureaucracy knowledge, yeah. Aelon would probably know it since he rolled really good on his knowledge of Terrace.
Yeah.
Are we in Republic territory?
Yes.
Yep.
Do Republic citizens reserve the right not to self-incriminate?
We'll assume that they
more
do.
than like, yeah.
I think, honestly, I think that Kyler's guy said more than he probably should have.
Okay, well, if Pakaz asks Aeland about that, Aeland, you know that, like, gun control and stuff, and weaponry is a little bit less restricted on Terrace and maybe some other planets, so B0B is probably okay by these standards.
Yeah, I relay that to him that I was in the right to defend myself anyways.
Okay, so then the chiming at the door, and then it opens, and two droids walk in, and there's also a human walking behind them who's clearly a medical personnel. And the droids announce, "Stand by for scanning," and then they like begin walking around the room, like scanning everything. And then the medical person comes over and says, "So who's injured?"
I was my compatriot here helped to patch me up a little bit. If you want to look, you can.
Okay, they look you over, but it looks like whoever patched you up did a fine job.
I did.
Is there anything else you need? Some pain medicine? He gives you like a bottle of pain pills.
Aelin just kind of looks at the bottle and goes, "No, thank you."
I'll take them if you're just handing them out.
He gives you a stern look, takes the bottle back. Okay, then the medical personnel leaves and the droids continue, like, walking around. So basically they ask everyone what happened. And they ask, like, to submit all the evidence. And they collect the vibroblade and stuff. And they get a copy of the recording from DH5 Alpha. Do you guys let them do their work and answer questions, or?
Yep, Kaz does.
Okay.
Yep.
I want to speak with my attorney.
Okay, so after they, like, collect all the evidence and everything, then they pick up Emma's body and then they walk out of the room.
Due to this incident, any goodwill that y'all had with the Admiral is probably now gone.
Rather unfortunate.
He probably doesn't even know she intended to kill me or anything. He probably believes she didn't or could not intend any harm on anyone.
Well, it doesn't make any sense. Like, why save us from the asteroid just to try and kill you.
For that, I'm not sure.
Better question is the question we've always asked since the beginning. Why did she want to save us? We all know even more now. The Admiral is in trouble because of this. If his mission was so secret, why would she push her husband to rescue a group of people that could put him in greater danger?
True. Not only rescue a group of people, but tried to kill one of them. If she would have stood down, it would have been a lot easier.
That's what puzzles me the most. Usually when I come upon a person that's not very well armored or skillful, they very quickly give in. Usually survival kicks in. But from what it sounds like in the recording, nothing you did even made her hesitate.
Yeah, when you listen to the recording, she doesn't say anything after she attacks. You just hear like what sounds like a laugh after one of the blaster bolts.
Did we hear Aelon giving her multiple chances to stop her attack verbally?
Yeah, that was in there.
Yeah, he would have almost been yelling it at her.
I don't know a lot about how the law works in this part of the galaxy, but it seems to me that any prosecutor would be real hard pressed to build a case against that evidence.
It's just a matter of how long will Aelon be forced to stay here, or the rest of us for that matter. We were already bogged down by one investigation. Now we've got another one.
Kalani, can you use your influence with the Jedi Order to get us out of this mess? Can you get them to convince High Admiral Dason to leave Admiral Radius alone, at least? That'd be a start.
Kareth?
Yeah, Master Lamar gave you his contact information if you wanted to try to contact him.
I don't think me or Kalani are looking forward to having to explain this mess, especially to him.
I'll just be like, dude, we need a ship to keep doing the mission, and they're stonewalling us with a stupid investigation.
We haven't even heard back about it.
You're the only Jedi that we have, so either you do it or it doesn't get done.
That's true. It's either that or we have Del work his charms on the Jedi Masters. And I can already see that.
If you want them to send a squad of Jedi Knights to come detain all of us, then that would be a great idea.
Just send him a short message explaining the situation and ask if he can help with the Vidasimo is the guy's name.
Yeah, a message. That way I don't have to interact quite as directly. Just send a message. That might work. I guess Kalani will go work on that.
Okay. Do you want to write down what the message is going to be and then send it to me?
No.
Oh, so you're wanting to do a voice call? Okay.
No.
Video chat. No, she's actually gonna go all the way over to Kyrath, and it's gonna be like a LARP thing.
She has to wear cat ears, though.
Agreed.
Okay, well, if no one else is doing anything, maybe Bezak and I can just finish the rest of this conversation in character.
Yes,
just-
please.
Talk in character. So Pakaz is right
Well.
now in the Admiral's quarters, well, resting quarters.
Not much resting going on at the moment.
And he started off with a preface of saying, I wanted to preface this with something crazy happened, and you know we had nothing but goodwill towards you. And then he said, I have some very bad news for you. Your wife tried to kill Aelon. And then the Admiral asked, What? What did he do? And then Pakaz said stuff that was confusing. And then he said that she's dead.
Aelon did what he does best. Shoots the blaster.
Dead? What do you mean she's dead?
We couldn't do anything when we got there. It wasn't that long after, but there was no pulse. There wasn't anything we could do except call the police.
But wait, what? Wait, you said that she tried to kill Aelon. Did you mean that Aelon killed her?
No,
That's what you meant?
no.
Well, why was she trying to kill? What did he do to her? Why was she trying to kill him? He must have done something.
We have a recording of what happened. She just said die, and then there was sounds of fighting.
A recording. Can I hear it, please?
But I don't have it on me.
Well, go get it then.
I will, but you should take into account that she looked exactly like someone he loved and he lost already once. That he wouldn't kill her unless he had absolutely no choice.
Okay, roll persuade.
Wow.
Oh,
Oh,
okay.
I knew it. I knew it.
That makes sense for this situation.
Well,
mean, yes,
Sophie
yes, it
gotta
does.
show up with a mind trick real quick.
Just
Aren't
keep
you
in
proud
mind
of
that.
yourself?
Do you need a mind trick
Just keep
assistance?
in mind that
Remember
he
when I nat
really
20
like
persuaded him to like let people not get arrested on the ship? This is the payback for that.
Thank you,
Yes, it's a
Picaz. Thank you. You're tossing me up the river. Thank you.
I mean, there's a difference between, hey, you know, my friend was just trying to do what's right, and, oh yeah, your wife is dead, but don't worry, the guy who killed her really was into her.
Well, that's not what I said.
Well, with the natural one, maybe that's what you said.
I'm
Anyways.
saying
That's how
that
he
someone-
took it.
Yeah, that's probably how you took
Yeah.
it. But
Don't worry, he was really nice about killing her. He still killed her, but
If you need
he
a
was
mind trick,
really
I'm happy
nice.
to assist. Call me up.
Okay, so he doesn't really respond to that. He just like shoos you out of the room, and you just hear him whispering, like her name, to himself.
I tell him I will bring the recording if I can get it, and then I go.
Who is this milquetoast admiral? Is it anybody here that would react like that if they found out your wife or husband was killed?
In the situation of Alon, when he found out or saw the explosion, he beelined from his room all the way to the dock, which was not a small feat, and they still had to get like two very large guys to get him to stay away.
I was just
He's
talking
had a
about
rough
on
couple
meds.
of days, and is on
He's probably
meds.
on a lot of meds.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's mainly like not sure if he even believes it or not at this point. That's why he wants a recording. Because normally, like, you wouldn't expect someone to just wake you up, like, "Hey, Admiral," and then eventually tell you, "Oh yeah, by the way, your wife is dead."
Yeah, I can see how that conversation would go. Hey, Admiral, I know you're on a lot of meds. You're still recovering after that really big incident, but your wife is dead. Don't worry, though. The guy
Yeah,
who killed
actually-
her is really, really nice.
Well, it's more like the guy who killed her didn't want to kill her, and even got stabbed because he didn't want to kill her. But obviously, none of that got
Yeah.
through because of that one. But anyways, so
Yeah.
yeah, he's just heading.
Okay, so
Because.
Picard shows back up at the apartment. Does Picard do anything? Does anyone do anything?
He downloads a copy of the recording.
Because
Kaz looks over at Lexa.
what are you doing?
What do you think he's doing? He's being wildly inappropriate, like always.
I'm giving a copy of the recording.
What trouble
Why?
are you getting into this time?
Because I told you to behave and stay out of trouble. Apparently, you should have told that to others as well when separated from the group, but I told it to you, and what are you doing?
He wants to see the proof that she died.
Who?
He...
What? Oh, You went to Admiral Aurelius,
no.
didn't you?
He deserves to know.
Not
Yes,
by
but
you.
exactly.
I beg to differ.
As would I. You're less charismatic than I am. Besides,
I
that's
point
not
to
your
the charisma
place.
bonus. It's not my fault the
You-
dice betrayed me.
Uh-huh.
The
Right.
police
you
are the
tell
ones who are
yourself that.
supposed to do those types of things. And you didn't even consult us.
Better that it comes from one of us than just suddenly from the police.
Well, I don't think there's a dispute in that. I think the argument is that it should have been made as either a decision by Aelond or a decision by the group. But I think that we probably would all be in agreement that if the news would be better delivered personally than by some security officer.
But not by because.
I just want to understand what you all think is transpire here to make us somewhat that we're even at that level with the Admiral. From all he's going to see is he's rescued some people, and now his wife is dead. I'm not sure that this is a trade-off he's willing to make. Besides that, we're already in a bit of water here with
Hold on a
how...
second, I have to step out for a second.
Keep going.
We're already in a bit of water considering what the Admiral said about how we're not being recognized and all the things that have transpired. We're not even completely sure what happened, and you go by yourself and just tell him. Do you not see a problem with?
He's been nothing but good to us.
Came back.
He's been nothing but good to us, and he deserves to be told immediately.
You're wasting your time. He's not going to get the point.
Maybe so, but it was the right thing
He
to
wasn't
do.
talking about the Admiral.
Yeah, I'm talking about you.
Okay, how exactly did you tell him? I even want to know.
This
As
is
gently
because-
as I could.
Again, this is because how gently do you think he would have told him? Hey, your wife's dead. By the way, we know the guy who did it. He's alright, he's a part of our team. What else would you expect him to say?
I've had enough of this. Mikaz walks out.
Well, if you were all concerned that we were going to beforehand, you can guarantee it now. Kalani, I really hope you've some pull with the Jedi, because otherwise we're all in a heap of trouble.
Well, there's no evidence that it was our fault. There's nothing. At the very least, none of
How
us
do I-
are at fault other than Aelond, and he's not at fault either. They have no grounds for any sort of case against us.
I don't
The-
even know how to begin to explain the situation. I don't understand the situation well enough to explain it.
Look around. What are any of us to the Republic? Bounty hunter, spy, Jedi, truck driver. This is an admiral and his wife. You just think that they're going to just go along, even with this evidence. They're just going to go along with the fact that this admiral, upstanding admiral with his wife, randomly came and tried to kill one of our group. I don't see why you guys don't understand. We're nothing. We're the people that get tossed aside as soon as something goes wrong.
Well, I'm gonna give it the benefit of the doubt for the moment, and if I need to do what I need to do to escape, whatever it is, and that's what's gonna happen. I'm not gonna be the patsy again.
What alternative do you suggest, Alexa?
We leave now.
Go where?
We just
How?
leave. We go to Vantaween. We're needed there.
We're on a space station. How do we get there?
We'd have to steal a ship, probably. Well, I might
Not
be
if we
able to.
chartered a ship quickly. There's always smugglers looking for a quick buck.
And this will make things better. How?
Pakaz is right now trying to convince the Atom somehow we didn't maliciously kill his wife. You tell me how things are going to get better, going to get worse by this plan.
Well, he doesn't have legal authority here. It's not a Republic space station, it's a terrorist space station. He doesn't have investigative authority.
He may not, but he's still a man, and his wife just died. What do you think he's gonna do?
I'm just saying
Well, family member.
it doesn't matter what he's going to try and do. He has no power here.
He's a Republic officer. He has more than we think.
Yeah, I don't have an encyclopedic knowledge of Republic law or terrorist law, but I'm willing to wager that if he wanted to, he could simply declare martial law on the sector and commandeer this whole space station.
Aside from having an admiral that's higher above him in authority here, I would tend to potentially agree with you.
Escape improves our situation in the short term, but what about the long term?
The long
Yes,
term,
exactly.
it alienates us from the entire Republic.
Exactly.
Even if we're not guilty, running gives us the impression of being guilty, and then they could charge us with obstruction of justice if we leave and they wanted to question us. We might have to come before them if they catch us eventually. We'll be on the run from anywhere other than the Outer Rim, where there's nothing really Sith or Republic presence-wise.
So then our fate no longer is in our hands. We just sit on our hands here and hope that with their good graces and the little evidence we have, that they'll just decide she was crazy and try to attack Aeland, and that'll be enough.
Well, I think we should try and find out why she did what she did and try to get us some extra evidence for us. Because I don't necessarily think that regular investigative techniques are going to get the security people the information that they actually need or are looking for. But then again, if we're caught trying to find information, it could be seen as us trying to tamper with the investigation.
I think running is a bad idea.
I think staying is a bad idea.
If anybody else has any thoughts, now would be a good time to say them out loud.
I've already said we shouldn't just run. It's just this. It won't do any good long term.
Well, I think the best thing that we can do is have you, Kalani, contact the Jedi Council and get them to get us the ship and clear us from this investigation. That's really our only play right now, because we don't have the Admiral on our side anymore. So the only people we do have on our side are the Jedi. And Del kind of shrugs his shoulders and just looks disappointed in that. Does anybody else agree that that's our only good, well, our best option? I guess running and just staying are both options as well.
I'm also pretty convinced that because if someone were looking for another bus to throw us underneath.
That we can agree on.
Lexa, even, well, it's not a bad idea for you. Don't think it would be a bad idea to have her contact the council. I don't see what harm it could do, and it might just speed up the process here. We can. The longer we stay here, the worse it's gonna be.
No, I'm all for pulling strings that are higher. I just am not certain Kalani is willing to do so.
Just what am I supposed to tell him? What am I?
I don't know, the greater good, help them look into the future, see that Aelon didn't do anything. I don't know, I'm not a Jedi. But you're the only hope we have, other than running, in my opinion.
Look, you should have a copy of the recording. Just tell him that his wife came and attacked Aelon, and now there's an investigation, and we don't know what exactly is going to happen with that, but we need to move on from here to resolve the situation with the Shadow, and since they kind of assigned you to that mission, they might want to, see that that mission actually goes forward. So ask them if they can try and help get that ship released to us, and for us to be moved out of the investigation.
Can I say Kalani makes a note of that and tries to do so? Because I'm not up to this.
You don't have to roleplay it. Just say, I do that thing.
Yeah, I do that thing.
Is Kyrath even back?
Yeah, I'm back.
Okay, I was like, he's been quiet for so long. Maybe he missed his whole thing. So GM, can she do the thing?
So she wants to send a message.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can send a message. Just roll persuade to see how well you write it, I guess.
Oh.
Wait, can I assist her since I was kind of telling her what to say?
It's a message I can edit.
Yeah, do you
Before
are
sending.
you gonna actually help her to draft the message?
Well, I mean, I just kind of said what the message should say
Yeah, I know.
in
but like,
role playing, but then I'd help her write it if she wanted
Okay.
to help her write it. Yeah.
okay. So you guys both go over and she starts writing it up and you're looking over her shoulder, helping her draft it.
Oh, great.
But
That
now
was not
it's whispering
helpful.
malicious lies in your ear.
Why?
No.
You should not call him Master Jedi. You should call him Doofushead.
Oh, good. No, he just gets frustrated and he walks away. He's like, nope. It's like I already said what to say. I'm done.
Both persuasion rolls, that one. I am so dead.
I have a +9 to my persuasion, and I get a 10. Ugh. Don't worry, you can't get worse than that. Well, you could, I guess.
Plus 90 of persuasion. Wow, that's weak sauce.
Yeah, but I'm not. That's without me being trained or anything in it. It's just straight up bonuses.
My persuasion is 5.
What level are you guys right now?
10.
Yeah. I have no charisma bonus. And that's after putting points into charisma every time possible.
There's Shiala if you were here right now.
Haha, very, very helpful.
Goodness
I
gracious.
don't want to push the button.
Push the button. I want to see what happens. Push the button. Push the button. Push the button.
Yay!
It's not in that one.
No, it's an 18.
Might not be good at speaking face to face, but you're okay on writing a letter. At least as far as 23 is an okay. That's actually pretty good.
That's also not very far off from real life. When I'm put on the spot, brain freezes. So, what happens now?
He's probably being distracted by Bazak.
Probably.
Probably.
Most
no.
definitely. He's either being distracted by Bazak, me, or Barry, or Zariana, or John, or anybody, because we all have secret messages with him now.
Not me.
Oh, that's
I'm
true.
not talking to him in the side channel.
No, me either.
Quick, Kyrath, have them communicate with John again.
Ugh.
So what are you guys doing? Sorry.
Waiting on you.
For what?
The results of Kalani's persuasion roll.
So she sent it as a recording out to someone? Did she go use the terrace, the whatever sensor room place that Lexa went to last time? Or she just sent it from her datapad? Does she have a datapad?
I have a basic datapad. I don't know if I can do that.
It should be able to do that. It's like galactic email.
Because is rolling persuasion again. Nope.
It's not that bad though. He didn't roll in that one. Oh, that one is worse.
20 is
Next,
actually
next,
pretty good.
next, we're like, what happened to the admiral? I disappeared him.
Is he using
Oh, great.
sports powers now?
He knows too much, so I had to disappear him.
That might be worth a lot of dark sides.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think Picasso would do that.
This from the guy that
But I mean, you
tried
could
to
kill him
murder
and then
people
disappear him,
before
apparently.
because they knew your secrets.
He disappeared one person because he
didn't
knew one
just-
secret that he had a duty
Yeah,
to protect.
didn't just try to kill.
Did.
Yeah.
Straight up murdered a guy for his secrets.
It's not so much his secrets, but the secrets of
Straight up murdered a
Someone
guy
else.
for secrets.
Yeah, straight up murdered a guy for secrets, and please don't kill anybody because of me. Poor Alon's gonna be sitting and thinking about it later, and he's gonna dawn on him what exactly happened. the person who looks exactly like Alora is now dead, and he's gonna need some brandy soon. So-
Yeah.
Our fearless leader.
He's going to go headfirst into a bottle soon if you get hit
Oh,
the Admiral
dear.
after him.
No, I'll just mind trick you and just make you go to sleep instead. I'll put you in a force trance.
Yeah. Good luck with that.
Hey, force trance is just like a rolling use the force check.
Has their GM disappeared again?
He's dealing with the fallout of those sad persuade rolls.
Ugh.
Yep. That's definitely what I would call it. Fallout from those persuade rolls.
Hello, we're the waste disposal team. I see you have some terrible dice rolls. Would you like to clean those up?
Bezek, why did you break the GM?
Okay, so Colin, you get a reply back that basically says, "Thank you for your inquiry, Knight Starfire. We will look into this matter for you."
Very helpful.
Okay, so Bakaz shows back up at the apartment. Actually, well, I guess I shouldn't speak. Or is that, I'm assuming that's where you wanted to go after you left. Bezak.
I'm not entirely sure. I'm not entirely sure he wants to go back to
Yeah, that's a good point.
berate him verbally, squad.
Okay, well, you can let me know where you want to go. What is everyone else doing? Everyone else is still in the apartment, right?
We're presently discussing the transport that John had.
Lex is in a corner, just sharpening her sword, just clearly irritated at the whole situation and just not really sure what to do.
Dirk is just sitting in a chair staring at where Emma's dead body was.
Oh yeah, he's been awfully quiet. Also, John, what? Yeah. Poor Dirk. Everyone forgets him.
Yeah, Dirk is oblivious to this part. He's just sitting there staring. Okay, how about we take a short break?
Sounds good.
Yeah,
Sounds
I think
good.
that sounds
Alright.
good.
Okay, we'll see everyone in 10 minutes.
Time to see the fallout.